By the end of this video, you're going to be able to read this little paragraph in Arabic with full understanding. وَكَانَ يُوسُفُ لَهُ أَخٌ آخَرُ مِنْ أُمِّهِ اسْمُهُ بِنْيَمِينُ وكان يعقوب يحبهما حبا شديدا وكان لا يحب مثلهما أحدا. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Let's continue with our series, walking through the story of the Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam in the Arabic language bit by bit. So in the previous video, we did quite a big chunk. So quite refreshingly, we're going to have a little one today, just to kind of finish off this page of the actual book. And then the next lesson, we'll maybe do one that's a little bit longer. But it works out quite nicely for us to do a shorter one today, inshallah, because I think it'll be good for us to explain the family tree a little bit more, in case anyone's getting lost. So let's walk through it, inshallah, and I'll pick up the pieces. So there's actually a title that I forgot to read, which is Hasadul Ikhwa. So the Hasadul Ikhwa, the Hasad, as we mentioned actually in the previous video, Hasad is envy. Envy. As is also in the 113th surah of the Quran as well. Min sharri hasidin idha hasad, that you seek protection from the hasid. From the person who is envious. You seek protection from the envious one. So this is the envy, hasadul ikhwati. This is like a textbook idafa. This is like the hasad of the ikhwa. The hasad is definite, but because it's the mudaf, we don't have the alif and lam at the beginning. It's a textbook idafa. The something of something. The envy of the brothers in this case. Al-ikhwa is just the plural of akh, meaning a brother. So, وَكَانَ يُوسُفُ. And Yusuf, kana, puts it in the past tense, lahu. So we talked about lahu meaning he has, right? So this is a possessive le, but because of kana, it puts it in the past. So if it was just Yusuf lahu, it would mean Yusuf has, but this is kana Yusufu lahu. So Yusuf had in the past tense. Akhun akharu. So an akh, akhar. Akhar means another. Okay, so he had another brother, min ummihi, from his mother, Ismuhu Benyamin, who his name is Benyamin. The ism just means his name, and be careful as well. There's a common mistake here where lots of people write the word ism with a hamzat qata' actually underneath it, like a written hamza. But this isn't like this. This is so we carry the vowel through, right? We say ummi hismuhu, right? Just like we say bismillahi. We don't say bismi. We don't say ismi. We say bismi when we say bismillah. So his name is Benyamin. So, okay, we've got all these brothers, right? We've talked about having, he saw the sun and the moon and 11 stars, right? So who are these brothers that it's actually representing? So I want to kind of talk very briefly about the family tree, just so we can follow along and have kind of a full appreciation of the story. So we talked about there being Ibrahim alayhi salam. Ibrahim alayhi salam has two wives, okay? One is Sarah, and from Sarah is where he has Ishaq. Okay, but he has another wife called Hajar, and from Hajar he has Ismail. So these two sons that we're aware of, Ishaq and Ismail, they're from different mothers. Okay, from the family of Ishaq, there is Yaqub. Okay, Yaqub is Yusuf's father. Yaqub has another name. He's also referred to as Israel. So the term that we're very familiar with, Bani Israel, it means the descendants of Yaqub, because Yaqub's other name is Israel. Okay, so that's what's going on. So then what about the actual family of Yaqub? Okay, so on this family, on this side of Ishaq is where we get our other prophets, right? But it's from the progeny of Ismail where we get the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. But what happens after Yaqub, aka Israel, is there's Yusuf alayhi salam. Okay, so who is this mother? Okay, because it says that he has another brother from his mother, right? So who is his mother? So his mother is one of the four wives of Yaqub alayhi salam. This one is called Rahil. Rahil. Because these names are like mostly recorded in Hebrew, the name Rahil, it's not Rahil. We'd expect a name that sounds like that to be like Rahil, but that's not her name. I believe there's a ya in there. Rahil is the mother of Yusuf alayhi salam and of Benyamin. Okay, so those two brothers are from her. There's three other wives that all of the other brothers come from. They all come from all of those others. Off the top of my head, I can't remember what those wives' names are and how many of each of the wives gave Yaqub alayhi salam all of the other sons. But all of the other brothers come from those other three wives. Okay, so it's Yaqub alayhi salam and his wife Rahil. I assume in terms of the order of them, Rahil is the last of those wives, just because of the age. Like Binyamin is the youngest, I believe, and then Yusuf alayhi salam. Very nice. Okay, so that's just a little picture on the family tree, because there's lots of names and wives and people to kind of keep track of. So let's come back to the Arabic then, inshallah. So we had وَكَانَ يُوسُفُ لَهُ أَخٌ آخَرُ مِنْ أُمِّهِ اسْمُهُ بِنْيَمِينَ. Okay, it's not that his mother is called Benyamin, right? It's that the brother is called Benyamin. Very nice. وَكَانَ يَعْقُوبُ. And Yaqub was, or Yaqub, something in the past, يُحِبُّهُمَا. Okay, there's a few things going on here, so let's split them up, inshallah. So, يُحِبُّهُمَا. We've already had the verb أَحَبَّ, meaning he loved. يُحِبُّ, in the present tense, meaning he loves. هُمَا, he loves the two of them. Right, huma is the dual, that's why we have a long alif at the end. Yuhibbuhuma. If it was just he loves him, it would be yuhibbuhu, and we've actually seen that in a previous lesson. But in this case, we have the dual. And now we have a really nice structure here, so listen to it carefully. I just need to listen, okay? يعقوب يحبهما حبا شديدا, or يحبا شديدا. Okay. So he loved the two of them حبا شديدا. He loved the two of them a hub, a love, shadidan, severe. This structure, where you use a verb and then you use the noun from the verb, because look, hub is the noun from ahabba, right? It's either the mustard of it or it comes from the same root, right? So he loved him, a severe loving is literally what it means, right? And this is a structure which is actually very, very useful in the Arabic language, and it's called maf'ul mutlaq. But the conditions of something to be a maf'ul mutlaq is that you're just, rather than saying, let me kind of zoom back a little bit, okay? He could have said he loved them severely. يُحِبُّهُمَا شَدِيدًا. Okay, we could have just used shadidan to describe the verb, as an adverb, right? But what the maf'ul mutlaq is you don't describe the verb. You describe the noun from the verb. So if I give you some English examples to demonstrate this. Okay, let's say, this is the example, actually, that all Arabic teachers give, okay? I hit him hard, or I hit him a hard hitting. That's what the maf'ul mutlaq is like, right? That's a literal translation of it. Rather than saying, I taught excellently. I taught an excellent teaching. That's kind of what the translation is really like. And Allah actually uses this many times in the Quran, like, Inna fatahna laka fathan mubina. Okay? Inna fatahna. We've used this verb, okay? Fatahna. We have opened. Laka fathan mubinan. We have opened for you a clear opening. Right? Or we have given you victory, a clear victory, right? Rather than Allah saying, Inna fatahna laka mubina, we have given you a clear victory, right? Allah doesn't say that. Okay. So that is a maf'ul mutlaq. Okay, let's continue. وَكَانَ لَا يُحِبُّ. And he did not love مِثْلُهُمَا أَحَدًا. He did not love لَا يُحِبُّ مِثْلُهُمَا. So mithlu means like. Huma, the two of them. أَحَدًا. Any ahad. We talked about kind of the nuance of what the word ahad means in a previous lesson. It means like anyone. Okay, he did not love the way he loved them two. He did not love anyone the way he loved the two of them. So let me just read through this entire passage for you, inshallah, as well. You can check your understanding and pay attention for the maf'ul mutlaq and see if you can spot it. وَكَانَ يُوسُفُ لَهُ أَخٌ آخَرُ مِنْ أُمِّهِ اسْمُهُ بَنْيَمِينُ وكان يعقوب يحبهما حبا شديدا وكان لا يحب مثلهما أحدا. That is everything for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.